One of the number one reasons why women struggle with dating and relationships today is that they choose men who are not ready for anything real. Ladies, there are lots of great relationship-ready men out here. However, you need to learn how to choose them. I wrote this book to teach you how to do just that. Get your copy of Choose Well, a simple formula to determine the best man for you on Amazon today.
Good afternoon. All right, so I'm headed out to run and take a friend some bread pudding that I made. And because he's never had bread pudding. And I was like, okay, I'm going to bring you some. I only make it once a year. And I'm also going to just probably grab something to eat while I'm out, if I'm being honest, because I was going back and forth like, we got food at the house, but I probably ain't eating that food. So I just want to jump on really quickly, talk with the ladies today. And it's all about, this process of rewiring your brain to find good men. This little talk is for a very specific person, a very specific type of woman. You have unfortunately been wired through your trauma, through your early childhood relationships. A lot of you have been wired to choose men that are not good for you. And what you don't understand is you're going to have to rewire that. You cannot stay stuck in that old programming, because if you do, it will keep you choosing the wrong man over and over and over again. And you will wonder why. You'll be so frustrated trying to figure out, why do I keep ending up with these types of men? Because you keep choosing them. because you keep choosing them over and over and over. Right? You see the so-called good guy as boring. You see him as corny. You see him as, fill in the blank, right? When the reality is, it's you that needs to be rewired. You are wired to like these men that are just not good for you. And yes, it's going to keep happening over and over. You're going to get your feelings hurt over and over. And then I could also add into this conversation, the female ego. There's a part of you that believes that something about you, something about who you are and the type of woman you are, that you're going to somehow change a man who is just not a good man. And I'm here to tell y'all, that's probably not going to happen. Okay? If that man has not been a good man to other women, if he's out here, got a bunch of kids running around, and, he's got a couple of divorces under his belt, and, and is lying and cheating and, using women for a place to live, using women's money, he's probably not going to change for you. That's your ego telling you that. I am so special. I am so different. No, you're not. No, you're not. I hate to break it to you, but you're not. So you've got to rewire yourself, and you've got to be willing to rewire your mind and your brain and your mindset to say, if I truly, genuinely want someone good, if I want to be in a healthy relationship, if I want to be considered, if I want to be treated, as you all say, like a princess, okay, but you have got to stop choosing men that are not interested in doing that. You all are choosing men that are not interested in treating you like a princess. They're not interested in paying all your bills. They're not interested in being faithful to you. It's not about them. I have to tell women this over and over. Y'all are so upset about the men, when the real question you should be asking yourself is, why do I keep choosing these dudes? Why do I keep getting involved with the same man in a different face and a different body? That's the hardest question of all that many women do not want to ask themselves. Okay? But when you keep getting the same results, it's not about them, baby. It's about you. You got to start looking at you. I am attracting this man, or I'm entertaining this man. This kind of man keeps showing up and I keep entertaining it. My ego has me believing that I can change him. No, you can't. No, you can't. You got to rewire that brain, rewire from that trauma. But when you've had mommy issues and daddy issues, and you've had an abandonment wound, and you've been told you're not good enough, you've been told you're not enough, or you're too much, or whatever. Yeah, that will keep you stuck, choosing these same type of guys over and over and over. So you got to do that inner work. But a lot of women, I try to explain this to male friends of mine, because they are just, hard pressed on this whole, women choose these bad men. These are the men they want. This is the treatment they want. And this is when a woman has been lied to, cheated on, beaten up, used and abused. No one wants any of that. No one is sitting around at birth talking about, I want to be with a man that cheats on me and lies to me and sleeps around with my sister and takes all my money and doesn't see his children, doesn't pay child support. That's the man of my dreams. Nobody is thinking that. Nobody is consciously thinking that. You have to understand that it's the subconscious trauma. That's what's got people, specifically women, choosing these men over and over and over. Okay, I find it to be very dismissive when we say things like, well, that's what y'all want. That's what you like, when a woman is mistreated or abused. That's very dismissive. Let's not do that. Okay, there is a reason why that woman is choosing that type of man over and over and over. And if we want things to change, we have to address that. We have to address this woman's trauma. We have to understand that this man is familiar to her. This man is like her dad. This man is like her mom, and that's what's familiar to her. That's what she sees love as, is abusive and neglectful and hurtful. So we have to rewire that. Ladies, you have to be willing to rewire your brain, because if not, you'll be in a good relationship with a great guy and you'll be bored to tears. And then look, you'll be out there on dating apps, or you'll be cheating on him. Well, you know what? I don't know what it is, but it's just, I don't like him like that. And you're the problem. That's what y'all don't want to hear. You're the problem at that point. You're the problem. If you have a good dude at home and that guy is coming home every night and paying bills and trying to be a good man to you, and you're out here running around cheating on him, or you're messaging exes and all that, you're the problem. You're the problem. But you can also be the solution, and you got to figure out what is going on in my traumatized brain that I'm about to throw away a perfectly good relationship. I'm about to throw away a perfectly good man. And let me go here. This is really going to step on some toes. Plenty of women have had an opportunity with a perfectly fine man, and you have thrown it away. And now you're out here in this mess, and you're feeling away like, I think I done messed up. I done messed up a good thing. And now you seeing what's really out here. You seeing what the real is, because you just thought, well, our relationship was so boring and it just wasn't exciting. And now you see what the real is. And now you wondering, I don't know, I might have thrown my one shot. I might have thrown my one good chance away. You might have. Okay, Diane T. Joy says, I'd like to request to be in this. Diane, here's the thing, though. I'm driving, and I don't know if my phone service is going to, I don't know if it's going to support it, but I'm getting ready to pull off. So I'm going to try to see if I can pull you in. Let me see how many bars I got. Okay, say I got 4 bars. I'm on 5G, y'all. So let me pull over here in a second. But I didn't mean for this live to be very long, because like I said, I'm not far from where I need to go. But I'm going to see when I turn, I'm going to see if my phone service will allow me to accept your live. So just hang in there for a second. And look, I've had situations. I can tell you one specific situation. I wasn't technically in a full-blown relationship with this young man, but there was a young man when I was in college, and I want to say I was like 23, 22. No, I was younger than that. I was like 20. I think I was 20, y'all. I was 20 years old. I want to say I was 20 years old or 21. There was a young man who was in grad school, and he was courting me. He was courting me, and he was really into me. And he was a senator's son, and his parents had money, and he was an all-around good guy. And he was an alpha. I remember all these details, but he was a really good guy. And, he was doing all the right things. He was picking me up and taking me on dates and buying me gifts and buying me, he was just doing all the right things. And my little traumatized brain was like, what? This is too good to be true. This can't last. And this and that. And no. And And I think we dated for maybe a month. And you know what happened? I'm going to tell y'all what happened. Here, I'm going to try to pull over. I'm going to tell y'all what happened. So look, we were dating for about a month. He doing all the right things. And he invited me on his parents' boat. I want to call it a yacht. It wasn't like a huge yacht, but they had a yacht. He invited me to a brunch on his parents' yacht. And it was like Sunday brunch. And I was like, I can't do this, right? Like, I was thinking to myself, I can't do this. Like, this is too good to be true. I think that's what I was thinking. Like, this is too good to be true. And I told him at the last minute that I couldn't make it, and he was like, what? And he was so disappointed. I was like, yeah, I can't make it, and then after that, I just kind of pulled away from him because it was just too much. It was too good. It was too good to be true. But see, that's my little traumatized brain. I was used to a bunch of mess. I was used to a bunch of foolishness. And if I'm being really honest, there's a part of me that just didn't feel good enough, right? I just didn't feel good enough for this good guy. I was like, yeah, this can't be real. And I'm not good enough, I just didn't feel good enough. And yeah, I blew that whole thing up, y'all. I blew the whole thing up. So yeah, that's a thing. That's the thing, y'all, that, your little traumatized brain don't know no better. And you will blow up situations. And there you go. There it is. Okay. All right. Let me see. Thank you, Garland. There we go. Sorry about that. Thank you, Garland Stillwell, for buying a badge. I appreciate you. Okay. All right. I'm going to see if I can accept your, yeah. Let me see if I can accept. Diane T. George. Okay, let's see if it'll let us. I think I got 3 bars now. If she's still there. So, yeah, you got to rewire your brain. I know I did. I had to rewire my brain. Now I look for the calmest, most boring. I look for the calm, boring type. I really do. I look for the type that they have all kind of oddities and quirks, because at least I know I'm getting the real them. Like, they're not the smoothest operators. They're not the smoothest men out there. That's who I be looking for. I look for men who have been on their job more than 5 years. I look for men who have lived in the same place more than 5 years. I look for good, solid dudes now. Okay, I'm not looking for the flashy. I'm not looking to be flowed out. I'm not looking to, go on cruises the first date and all that foolishness. No, I'm not looking for all that. I have learned the hard way that, you know what? I want to be treated well. I want to be respected. He said, I think women at all ages do not know what they want until maybe around 50 years old. No, it came sooner than that for me. But I've been talking to women in their 30s. Like, you got to come to this conclusion fast. I got married at 31, and at 30 I met my husband. So right around 30 is when I was done with the nonsense. I was like, nope, I want to be treated right. And here's what I did, y'all. Here's what I did. I rewired my brain, because for a lot of years, the worse a man treated me, the more I wanted him. That's the truth. The worse he treated me, when he pulled away, I moved forward. When he talked to me crazy, I wanted him more. I don't work that way no more. Now, a man treats me bad, a man talks to me crazy. So you got to rewire yourself to say, how is this person treating me? It's not about me wanting him. It's not about how I feel about him. How is he treating me? It's one thing to like a man or to have a connection or a chemistry with him, right? That's one thing. I believe it's got to start somewhere. Hey, ooh, he looks interesting. Oh, let me see what he's talking about. As soon as he mistreats me, I'm like, oh, mistake, abort, abort. That was a mistake, right? That's what should happen. You should not want him more because he didn't return your phone call, doesn't take you out on dates, doesn't treat you well. That shouldn't make you go toward him. That should make you go away from him. Okay? I thought you were already a wife and mother at 27. No, 27 is when I woke up to the foolishness. I met my husband at 30 and we got married. I got married at 31. 27 is when I started to wake up to, you know what? I don't like how I'm being treated. I don't like how these men are doing me. That's when I started getting serious about relationships. The quiet, boring guys are deep thinkers and accomplish a lot out of the spotlight and without fanfare. They don't crave the attention, but they are far from boring. They just seem that way to outsiders. Yeah, I'm over it. I'm not looking for the flashiest dude. I'm not looking for the dude throwing around his money. I'm not looking for that anymore. I'm really not. And then, you know what else I found out? It's the dudes that aren't super flashy. It's the dudes that are not trying to, impress you financially that are more financially stable. They have more money. I dated a guy, this is a true story, not too long ago, who played like he had money and did not have money. He was up to debt, up to his eyeballs in debt, but yet was playing like, oh, I got all this money and I'm spending this money on you and I'm doing this and that. That man ain't have no money. It's the flashy ones that you got to be wary of. They ain't got no real money, but it's the quiet driving a Subaru. Let me tell y'all this story. See, this is what y'all ain't gonna do. And I have a good black male friend of mine who drives a Subaru. He said, Anita, I can't tell you how many women I have lost pulling up in my Subaru. See, those are the men y'all won't touch with a 10-foot pole. A man who is driving a Subaru, not a Benz, not a Lexus, not a, what's the other cars y'all like? Not a big old gas guzzling SUV, a Subaru. But y'all don't want those men. Y'all don't want men with Subarus that have, 401ks, that have investment accounts, that have Roth IRAs, that have pensions. Y'all don't want them brothers. But you'll ride in the Lexus or the big SUV, the Escalade, and you'll drive in the Mercedes and all of that, and brother ain't got nothing. Ain't got no kind of savings, don't have no investment account, don't have nothing. Okay? So y'all need to just check yourself on that one. Now, oh no. And look, that same dude driving a Subaru, he got a $700,000 home in one of the richest counties in Virginia, but you would never know that. You would never know that. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna say about that. But some of y'all women, y'all wanna, you want flashy. You want flashy dressers. You want flashy, jewelry, and you want flashy cars, and you want to be flued out, and you want to go on trips. And guess what? These men are doing it for 5 other women. 5 other women. So just be mindful. Subaru was probably paid off. It is. Today, folks have $1,200 car note and a $300 a month car insurance. Yeah, no, the Subaru is paid off. So that's all I'm saying. Look, I dated another guy, owned his own home. It was a modest little home. I think it was a 3-bedroom rancher, but it was paid for. Had 2 cars. They were paid for. Okay? But see, it ain't flashy. Y'all ain't trying to do that because it ain't flashy. Real Dope Daddy says, I drive a 2003 Honda. I can afford any car I want. But see, that's the secret. It's the truth. But women are overlooking that. They're overlooking dudes like that. And that's what's messing y'all up. And look, y'all worried about the wrong thing. Y'all worried about all the wrong things. You're not looking for long-term stability. You're not looking for long-term satisfaction. You worried about him taking you on a couple trips over the next 3 months. And then when baby boy is broke, right? Because this is what happened to me. Oh, let's do this, let's do that. I'll take you here, I'll take you there. And then 3 or 4 months, I ain't really got no money to sustain this. So now I got to come up with some other reason why I can't see her. I really can't keep this going. Oh, that's the real. And now I'm wondering why you're not returning my phone calls. You're not calling like that. We're not going out. Because baby boy can't keep this facade up. He can't keep this facade up. I got to come up with some reason why I can't go out with her no more because I pretended to be someone I'm not. That's the real. She said, I like Honda Accords, very reputable cars. Yeah. So that's all I'm telling y'all, ladies. Okay? I got to drop this off. Please stop trying to do the flashy dude. Stop that. You want something real? You want something long term? Y'all are so worried about what you can get today and tomorrow that you're not even thinking about 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now. I want a man that can pay the mortgage 30 years from now. I want a man that the house is paid off. I ain't worried about no trips. I ain't worried about no jewelry and all this other nonsense that y'all want. And I definitely ain't spending no whole lot of money on no hair, on no nail. Like, can we go there? Can we go there real quick? You ready? $1 billion industry. Buying bundles, buying, lace fronts and weave and hair. $1 billion bit. Do y'all know? Let me go here and then I'm going to mind my business. So African-American people in this country, we have more financial power, but we don't utilize it. We don't utilize the financial power we have. We could shut some of these companies down if we stop patronizing them. But no, we got to have our fancy cars. We got to have our designer crap. We got to have our hair. We got to have our lashes. We got to have our nails. Some of y'all are spending $200 on a set of nails. On something that is a liability. Our people are known for spending thousands upon millions of dollars on things that are liabilities, not assets. Make that make sense to me. Why are you, like, I'm being honest. I need some of these ladies. I need y'all to keep an Excel spreadsheet on how much this crap costs. I would really love to know at the end of the year how much you spend on nails, how much you spend on lace fronts and hair, how much you spend on lashes, how much you spend on all these things to somehow make you feel better about yourself, and yet they don't. They don't make you feel better about yourself. You may look good, but inside you're dying. Inside you're dying slowly. I just want to understand, are you spending $12, $15, $20,000 on this crap? And I just don't understand. Okay, I'm going to mind my business. Okay, he said do a post where that hair comes from. Some folks need to be cleansed spiritually from the hair they are wearing from other people. I just, like I said, I don't understand it. That's why I try to mind my business. I can't tell y'all how many women have told me in the comments, Anita, mind your business. Mind your business. Okay, because I don't understand it. I think it's got something to do with the esteem of a woman. I really do. And they keep telling me it doesn't. That I love myself and I have high self-esteem and high self-worth. I think it has something to do with that. I don't need to put all this crap on to look like someone I'm not. I don't have no nails. Y'all already know that. I don't have no fake lashes. This is my hair, what little of it I have. Like, I don't understand that. Yeah, I may wear some lip gloss. Yeah, I may wear a little blush or a little eyeliner. But other than that, that's all the, dolling up I'm going to do. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it, y'all. So I asked some co-workers if they wanted to pool our money together to open up a supermarket, and they all got excuses. Of course they do, because they're spending $25,000 a year on a bunch of liabilities, a bunch of bags, a bunch of clothes and shoes and all this other foolishness, something that is not going to bring them anything back at all. I just don't understand that. I'm just not on that kind of time. I'm just not. I just don't get it. He said most women's baseline maintenance is $1,500 a month, and that's freaking ridiculous. Oh my God, $1,500? Oh my God. Only people who can change this is men. Men need to start not paying these women any mind when they look that way. Exactly. Jezebel spirit. The Jezebel spirit has been normalized in today's life. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. That's exactly what it is. And the Bible talked about her, all the stuff she had on and all the adornment and all the makeup. The Bible talked about her. And that's normalized. There is only one woman in my entire life whose nails I remember, and it was when I was 25. A girl walked in my job and had neat, plain, manicured nails. I remember her nails to this day. Evolving Lulu said, "That's my rent." I know. Can you imagine? What? That's insanity. I can't, y'all. I can't. I keep money in jars in my home, and that's a spiritual ritual that I use to bring money into my home. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If I go a day without buying coffee, or I go a day without eating out or whatever, I literally take that $5, $7, $9, $10, $12. I'd send it directly to my investment account. Like that's my way of just little here, little there, little here, little there, right? They have another platform called Acorns where they'll round up your purchases and they'll, put that little into an investment account. But every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. Men have actually said they don't like weave and makeup, but yet they continue to support women with weave and makeup. So make it make sense. If you're not that type, you're not considered to be worth the effort. Yeah, that's crazy. Great grandma pennies in the corners of the house. Yeah, I have all sort of little weird spiritual practices, but I keep money in jars, and people always ask me about it when they come in my house. But that money calls in more money. So that's why. And it also reminds me of the abundance in the world. So I'd be so happy when I randomly find $10 in a pants pocket. Yeah. So that's it, ladies. I just, like I said, I'd be all in y'all's business, but I just be curious to know if you could go a month. If you could go a month just doing your own hair, doing your own nails, or not getting your nails done, and just focusing on things that really matter. Because a lot of this stuff is passing away. It does not really matter. Do that inner work, focus on making yourself beautiful without having to put on someone else's hair and all these nails and lashes and all this different stuff. Like, really focus on the inner things that make you beautiful instead of all these outer things. That's all. And then, like I said, you're going to have to rewire your brain because some of y'all, your trauma, you're choosing a man from your trauma. You're not choosing a man from your heart. You're not choosing a man based on how he treats you. You're choosing a man from your trauma, and that's never going to work. You're going to lose every single time. So be willing to do that work. Be willing to say, you know what? I don't like how this guy treats me. I don't care how good looking he is. I don't care what he has. I don't care what he drives. Those things don't matter. I just don't like how he treats me. I had one client recently that's like, yeah, this one guy that I'm kind of seeing, we've been seeing each other for 3 months, and I just don't feel prioritized. I feel like everything comes before me. I'm like the last thing he does at night. I said, okay, now you got to say something about it. And if things don't change, the truth is you're not a priority. You're let me see what you're doing at the end of the night. That's a no-go for me. You can't call my phone after 9:30. What, at 8:45, my do not disturb is on. So you definitely ain't coming over my house. That's a no-go. That's a no-go. That's why I be telling people about breakfast dates. Tell the man you want to go out for breakfast and make you the first thing that he do for the day. Y'all need to start getting on these breakfast dates. I'm just saying. She said, I'm walking around with a natural corkscrew curl look, reddish brown. Okay, good. Like I said, do something with what you got. But I don't understand it, y'all. I don't. I can't be buying nobody else's hair. I can't put nobody else's hair in my hair. That ain't going to happen. And what you see is what you get. Look, I'm trying to get to the point where I can let all my hair go gray. I'm not there yet. People keep asking me, why you keep going your hair? Because I'm not ready yet. I let the sides and the back go gray. I'm not ready for all my hair to go gray. That's all. Okay? But just know that there's a lot of women out here, a lot of women, that the reason why you do not have a really great guy is you got to rewire your brain. You see really good men as boring. You see really good men as, corny. Let's be honest. I could care less about superficial things now. I look for a man's character and relationship with God. Good character is lacking in today's society. Yep. Okay, but the truth is that good character guy, he's not going to be flashy. He may drive a Subaru. He may own a home in the richest county in Virginia. He may, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be open to that. And will treat you like the princess you say you want to be treated. But see, the other thing is, this is the other thing, y'all. Y'all see Russell. See, you see Russell, and people call Russell corny, but you see Russell doing all this fancy crap. And that's what I don't like about that. To me, he's putting false expectations in normal women's heads. Okay? That's what I don't like about some of the crap that he does. He's just doing too much. It's like he just got too much money, but to me he's just doing too much. But he puts this false expectation out there, and y'all got to know that most men are not going to do all that. Come on. Y'all being ridiculous. She said, I had to get rid of a guy because we were talking on the phone, but he never planned a date, but the calls kept getting later and later. I told him I bet he's waiting for me to invite him to my home. Yeah, that definitely ain't happening. I buy clothes and shoes, what I like in the sales. That's right. You need to take advantage of the sales. I agree. But yeah, y'all gonna have to rewire yourselves, because some of y'all like flashy, some of y'all like fancy and flashy, and some of y'all like these love bombers, and that ain't never gonna work. I'm just saying. She said he got silent. I decided then to never speak to him again. I know that's right. All right, y'all. Have a great day. It is rainy here. I'm actually about to, like I said, drop this. I'm about to drop this bread pudding off, and then I'm going to get something to eat, and then I'm going home and take a nap. My next client isn't until 3 o'clock, so I'm going home to take a nap. Y'all have a great rest of the day. She said Russell is an exception to the rule. Most guys on his level are not going to do what he did. I agree. The MPD type show you all the right things and switch up a year later. Yeah, y'all better lead him. But see, y'all keep ending up with him. It works. Can I be honest? People love bomb. Men love bomb because it works. That's why you got to heal your trauma. But anyway, all right, have a great rest of the day. Thank you for joining. And as always, stay open to love.